I just remember stepping up one day. I was like, "Do you mind if I try?" And the young man was like, "Please, man, like anything would be better than what she's doing right now." So I thought it was kind of funny, but she handed it over in a obliged, like, "Here you go." So I remember I critiqued my own work. I looked at it. I was going back and forth. It probably took me a long time too, and I was just so proud that I did it. That I just remember walking him up to my mom. I was like, "Mom, what you think about his haircut?" She was like, "Oh, that look good." And I was like, "Yeah, I did it." She was like, "What?" And she was like, "You just decided you wanted to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, his mama, let me have the opportunity to try my hand at it." And she was like, "Oh, you might be on to something." So maybe that little bit of my mama saying that, or even him looking in the mirror and saying, "Yo, I like it." I ended up cutting everybody in the neighborhood. So that was probably about 14, 15. And then shout out to Jason Nichols. Jason Nichols was probably the first one that on somebody's front porch where I just pulled up one day and he was like, "Bro, you cut hair?" And I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "Shoot, can you cut black hair?" And I was like, "Yeah," like super confident at the time. And then we went out on the front porch. I had some whack clippers, and he was the first one to give me an opportunity. Him and Don Mackins, and it was a handful of people that was like, "Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Have your way with it. Anything is gonna look better than what I have right now." And so about that time, I was full steam ahead. I was a football player, so the way I looked at it was like, shoot, if I don't make it to the NFL, what's the use of even pursuing sports? So of course, being young, kind of feeling yourself a little bit, could dress a little bit. You start entertaining women. Women is gonna bring drama with other dudes, and then I just remember growing up at Irwin Center. You had to keep your head on a swivel. So the whole fighting thing was kind of normal at some point or another, which is terrible. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna swing first. So I went to Hus, got into several fights, Irwin Center, sports. Just kept on fighting. You know what I mean? And that kind of followed me all the way through high school. And got kicked out of Hus. I got kicked out of Hus for fighting, and then I went to Ashbrook and got into a fight within 2 weeks and got kicked out of Ashbrook. Ended up graduating from Gaston College. So I graduated from Gaston College, and I just remember sitting at the house like, "Yo, let's go ahead and register for barber school." And I ended up enrolling at Hairstyling Institute, which was off of Kings Drive in Charlotte. So that's how I ended up there. I was there about 13 months, but I ended up getting in trouble in barber school too. I ended up getting hit with like 34 felonies.